Hi there, this is John Wilkinson again from History Made Easier, with the first of a little series of presentations looking at prejudice and intolerance in the land of plenty, in the land of the free. In truth, it is a side of American society that had always been there, and is still there today. Intolerance is an unwillingness to accept others because of their race, Native Americans, African Americans, some of the newer immigrants, or because of their beliefs, again the same groups, but also Jews or other religious groups, or those who don't believe in a literal reading of the Bible, hence the monkey trial. Or the way some people behave, flappers for example, or people who like to drink. It comes first from a prejudice against other people, other beliefs, religions, other ways of behaving. And that usually comes from ignorance, or else from generalizations formed from a very limited experience of a particular group. But it can also come from society's structures. Indeed, it often does. From parents, from churches, from schools, from the media, even from laws and the institutions of society, for example, the police. It can generate fear. What if they change my way of life? What if they reduce my political influence? What if they lower standards? Lower my wages, to be more pragmatic? What if they take over? Even if prejudice and intolerance come from a sense of superiority, my beliefs are better, my way is better, it can still generate fear. And to underpin my opening point that this prejudice and intolerance is still evident in American society today, the picture in this slide is from 1988, though I could have used a Black Lives Matter photo. American society in the Roaring '20s, the age of personal liberation, or the Jazz Age, with music largely written and performed by African Americans, was a remarkably prejudiced, intolerant society. Examples are many, but here are the examples of intolerance that you examine on your course. The changed attitude towards immigrants, with immigration laws that discriminated against certain nationals. The Red Scare, the reaction to socialists, communists and anarchists that swept the country. Discrimination against Native Americans. The Ku Klux Klan, an organization that believed in white supremacy and fueled hatred against African Americans, but also Catholics, Jews and homosexuals as well. Prohibition, which showed an intolerant attitude often from religious groups, as well as the Great Divide between rural and urban America. And the monkey trial, which showed the same divide, as rural fundamentalist Christians simply couldn't accept science, specifically Darwin's theory of evolution, because it contradicted a literal reading of the Bible. Prejudice and intolerance in America in the 1920s can perhaps most vividly be seen in the Ku Klux Klan, whose members were racist. One of the 10 questions that were put to all would-be members was, do you believe in and will you faithfully strive for the eternal maintenance of white supremacy. But the Klan were also anti-communist, anti-trade unions, anti-Catholic and anti-Semitic. They claimed to represent and to be fighting for the values and traditions of white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. We call them WASPs. Now your task is to explain why specific intolerance existed, and to assess both the extent and the depth of intolerance. To what extent was America an intolerant society? How widespread was intolerance? Examples of intolerance. Why was there intolerance? Which was more of the problem amongst the examples you study? Which had a greater impact? Now I appreciate this isn't a comfortable topic, but it is an important one, and I hope this presentation puts things in a deeper context for you. I'll follow it up with presentations that focus on the examples of intolerance highlighted on your course. But for now, let me thank you for listening and wish you the best of luck with your studies. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and spread the word. Spread the love in this intolerant world. Cheers.